Channel. Doing something different, something special tonight. Doing a little video game console unboxing. Unboxing the Atari VCS. How about that? I've had my eye on this fella for over a year now. I spotted this at the local micro center about I think it was last Christmas season, actually. It came out before that, but the first time I saw one in person was last year, and thought about picking it up then, and I didn't. And then a few times since then, I've also considered driving back out to that macro center and getting myself an Atari VCS. But I've always held off. And then, earlier today, I decided it was time. So I went and I picked it up. And I also got something else that's really cool. Check this out. Oi, Carrot. Hello there. I also picked up this. This is the Atari single-player USB fat stick. This is compatible with Windows of all sorts. Linux, Mac, Android, Raspberry Pi, PlayStation. It doesn't say it specifically on here, but I'm assuming that this will work with the Atari VCS. I would have to figure that their own fight stick with trackball would work on their system. You would assume that. Sometimes screwy things happen, so I mean it's possible that it won't work, but I think it'll work. I couldn't find a definitive answer. I was doing a little Googling, and the consensus seemed to be saying it'll work with many of the games on the Atari VCS, but not all of them. As long as it works on many of them, I'm okay with that. And it's cool because I can use this with PC games, and other shit. So that's cool. I really like the look of it, and I can't wait to open it up and actually lay hands upon it. But first, we're going to do the VCS. We're going to crack this open, a cracking unboxing, if you will. And hold on, I can't slurp my coffee with a lid on the cup. I can't do that. There we go, that's better. So, I've been very Atari obsessed lately, as I have begun learning the assembly programming language, specifically on the 6507 processor that they used in the original Atari 2600. I've dove in head first, and I've been doing nothing but watching Nolan Bushnell interviews and taking assembly language learning courses. And I even got a really cool app on my phone that you can use to brush up on your 6507 or 6502 coding on the go. It's really neat. It's a really cool little app that I was able to find on the Google Play Store. So, anyway, I figured while I've got myself in the midst of a big Atari fervor here, it'd be a great time to go and pick one of these bad boys up. It's always a momentous special occasion when you get a brand new console. It doesn't happen very often. It's one of those purchases that you only get to make every so often. So, I'm excited to open this up, to take a look at it, and then to plug it in and see what it's all about. And here you go. You got a nice breakdown of what you can do, what you get with this package. Oh, Jess is here and says, looks like I went too far with the kitchen gadgets. Well, that's what I said. I warned you that this was going to happen. If you can have 1 million mixing devices, then I can have 1 million video game consoles. Also tax deductible. So, you know, I've got several different ways that I can justify this. So here we go. Let's give that seal a little slice. Now here, real quick, we've got the console. This also comes with the Atari VCS wireless modern controller. USB charge and play cable comes with that. And then we've got the Atari VCS wireless classic joystick with another charge and play cable. You can do multiple things with this console. You can play new and retro games and apps. It includes 100 plus Atari classics. We can stream our favorite games and videos in 4K resolution. We can discover Atari's classic joystick and modern controller featuring LED effects and rumble. And we can customize this thing in PC mode, unique PC mode, upgradable RAM and storage. So this is not just a hunk of junk that's going to go bad after a week. They take care of you here. Trying to chart a new course forward are the fellas over at Atari. So I'm just taking out these two. Oh, we got 3 separate boxes on the inside there. There we go. Scoot that back. Why don't we open this one first? Yeah. Very elegant, very sleek looking. Fantastic. They've taken their time with the packaging. You know, it's something that you don't have to do. It's not necessary by any means, but it always it's always appreciated when you open up something that you've purchased like this, and they've taken the time and trouble to put some nice graphics on the boxes that house the various doodads and trinkets. Because, look, if this would have been a blank cardboard box, I wouldn't have criticized them. I wouldn't have said, oh, wait, hold on. They didn't put any logos. They didn't put the name on the interior boxes. Psh, this thing's going to be a piece of shit. I wouldn't have thought that. But when you see this, it takes a baseline level of respect that you have for something that's been packaged well, and it jacks it up through the roof. It takes it to another level, I think. So that's just me. Maybe you disagree, but I think that stuff like this is important if you want to build trust. And look at this. That's really nice. They've got some foam padding on the inside of this. Another thing that they didn't have to do. No one has to do anything like this. I didn't see anything like this on the inside of my PS5 that I just recently picked up and unboxed. Not here on the channel. I did that in the comfort of my own living room. But this is very sleek. This is nice. Carrot says 4K Atari. What? Yeah. Have you not heard of the Atari VCS system? Some may say Atari's back in the news. So this is the first time I've ever held this controller. I've seen it. How does it feel? It's not as heavy as say the the Xbox controller. I mean, that's kind of what the shape reminds me of. Either the Xbox or the fucking the controller for the Switch. It's kind of got that hand feel to it, mouth feel. These joysticks are nice because you know, you've got this ribbed ridge going around the perimeter, so your fingers, your thumbs aren't going to slip off. The buttons, the face buttons, feel nice and responsive. They don't stick. Oh, it's already trying to power up there. Look at that. That's neat. Hold on a second. Just slow up. Some people might not like the D-pad because they don't have the traditional plus sign, you know, the raised plus sign. Some people really prefer that. I don't play a lot of fighting games, which I feel like that's where the D-pad really needs to be on point. So because I'm not a huge fighting game fan, that doesn't bother me too much. This might work well with fighting games. I don't know. Really don't know shit about fighting games. I'm extremely casual when it comes to games like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, King of Fighters, Tekken, all that kind of shit. I don't dislike them. I've just never taken the time to get really good. And these days especially, you have to be really good. Because you jump online and you get destroyed immediately. Oh, Carrot got his Great American Beast t-shirt in the mail. How's it fit? Hopefully it's a nice fit. Hopefully it's not falling apart, because it's probably been sitting around in a warehouse for a decade now. Hopefully the moths have not gotten to it. All right, get that out. So inside here we have ooh, this is nice. Look how long that is. Holy shit. That's what she said. But for real, man, they're outclassing Microsoft and Sony so far as the presentation and the generosity when it comes to the charging cable. I feel like, well, I probably got an example laying around here somewhere. I'm not going to take too much time to find it, but you know, like, I feel like this is what you're used to getting with like a modern console. They'll give you a charging cable that's about, you know, about yay long in length. Not too impressive. To where you can't sit comfortably on your couch and charge your controller if you need to. You know, you've got to move up and sit like 2 inches away from your TV screen. This is just what we've grown used to with modern consoles from the big guys, if you will. But look at this. I mean, that's going to stretch all the way across the room. That's impressive. I wasn't expecting that. Well, How about that? Let me open up the next box here. See what's inside this one. Probably the joystick. It's really snug in there. There we go. Again, we get this nice padding on the inside. Nice and snug. Packaged well. There we go. It's trying to connect here. It's already trying to go. Look at that. These lights, the ring of lights, actually activate and show you the area of the controller that you are selecting. So when you're activating down here, there's not going to be there's no ambiguity. You know what I mean? Well, which part is the game going to think that I'm actually trying to activate? You can see it right there. It lights up and shows you. That's ingenious. That's really cool. Got a nice kind of jingle to it. Hello, Mr. Jorfus. How are you doing tonight? It's got these little kind of rubber pads on the bottom. So if you want to set it down on the table, it's not going to scoot around on you. Look at that. I can move it around here, front to back, side to side, diagonal wise. Stays nice and put there. It's good. And then I bet we're going to get another really lengthy cable to charge this guy. Look at that. 2 of these. Again, you get 1 of these with a modern console. Oh, this is a modern console. You get 1 of these with a Microsoft, Nintendo, Sony console. You get 1 dinky charging cable. Also, I didn't point this out. Look how, I don't know, can you tell? I can definitely tell when I feel it. It's much easier to feel, but you can probably see there. I mean, you can see a little bit of a difference. This cable right here, this charging cable, feels dinky, wafy, waifish. This one, it's got some girth to it. Not only is it longer, it's girthier. I'm impressed. Mr. Jorfus wants to know, what games do I have in mind to play with the Atari? Well, this system comes with over 100 Atari classics, and then they've also got a library of sort of reimagined Atari games, newer Atari games, indie games. I don't know what all is on here. And I don't really hear people talking about it too much. So it's going to be a bit of a surprise. I'm excited to, to launch it, take a look at their online shop, see what they've got to offer. How are you doing, La Milkster? All right, here is the console proper, the Atari VCS. Let's see what we got here. Again, this nice padding on the inside. They want it to stay quite secure, and they want it to be held comfortably inside. And they did a great job. Because not only do you get this padding, but it is locked in, brother. I can feel it right now. In shipment, this thing did not move around at all. It was locked in, snug and tight, snug as a bug in a rug. Getting a hug from a chick with huge jugs. It's perfect. So I'm gonna kind of flip these tabs here, and here we go. Take this plastic off. Chat Warden would say, this thing is slick. This thing is slick. Look at that. The wood grain, that's not paint. That feels like actual wood. That's for real. That ain't a paint job. That ain't a sticker. This is wood. Woo! Sexy. And this top, look at the light bouncing off of it, just nice. Whew. Damn. See how the back looks there. Got our USB 3.0 ports right there, you can tell by the blue. Our HDMI, Ethernet, which is always appreciated, because as ubiquitous as wireless internet is, in my opinion, there's no replacing a wired internet connection for your gaming devices. You know. Carrot wants to know, is it real wood or that fake plastic stuff? No, this feels, you can hear that. It feels like wood. Now, obviously, I don't know how thick this piece of wood is, but it's not like, it doesn't feel like laminate. It doesn't feel like fake wood. It feels legit. That's badass. And it looks like we have some good fan space here on either side. Yeah, man. That's nice. Just set that down over here for a sec. This card says, "Stop! Thank you for your Atari VCS purchase." You're welcome. Thank you. Mr. Jorfus is here with his joke of the night. What is your joke this night, Mr. Jorfus? Let's hear it. What is this? Some sort of little card. Is this just for fun? Limited offer. Get access to thousands of retro games with global leaderboards, unique challenges, and worldwide tournaments. This unbelievable offer is available to redeem now. Someone might be able to steal this. I might have just given this away because there's a QR code that you probably have to scan to get this unbelievable deal, and I might have just played myself by showing this on the internet. That's okay. I'll be all right. But that's cool. I like this card. I like the nice little collectible card there. I appreciate that. Mr. Jorfus' joke of the night. He says, a PS5 tells a controller, "Stop controlling me." And the controller says, "Console yourself." Ha! Good one. Everything is a subscription service. That's not surprising, but you know. Oh, and Carrot also just stole my premium offer. About to rename it Strawberries. I should have known that was going to happen. I should have known Carrot would swoop in and take my special offer and redeem it immediately. All right, here's our power cable. I'll wait to unfurl that, but that looks nice. It's good power cable. Looks fine. We've got just gonna have to tear this guy open. Got our HDMI cable there. Seems to be of nice, sufficient length. What's up, Ghoulie? Ghoulie commenting on Carrot's change of name. Last night, Carrot appeared in the stream as Flea Market Montgomery for just a short time, and then changed his name back to Martin Carrot Calwhacker. He says Flea Market Montgomery didn't feel right. Well, it was funny. It was a hilarious entrance that you made. No one was expecting that. But, You're keeping everyone on their toes because no one expected you to change it back. Now we don't know what to expect with you. Here's part of our adapter for powering purposes. And there we go. All right. So what I'm going to do now is just fold this plastic up, shove it right down in there, replace that, close it back up, and put it to the side for safekeepings. All right. Now, let's take a look at this fight stick and see what's going on with that thing. That was not a purchase that I intended to make. I didn't plan on picking up the fight stick when I walked in. Didn't even know they had it in stock. And as I was walking towards the Atari VCS, I noticed it out of the corner of mine eye, and I said, okay, well, why not go all in? And I did. And now I would like to open this up and take a look-see at it. See what we're working with right here. It's a rather huge box. Much bigger than the box the console came in. Okay, I'm gonna have to move this for a sec, and then lift it up onto the desk. Okay. All right. Ghoulie said, well, thought I'd stop by and say hello. Well, thank you. See what you think of this fight stick here. Jorfa said, what's the worst nickname that someone has called you? His was Nerd because he wears glasses. Well, I wear glasses. Lots of people wear glasses. I don't feel like that's indicative of nerdiness anymore. I feel like glasses are very commonplace, you know? You're no longer surprised to see like tough guys wearing glasses. In an interview, say fighters, great athletes, military men. No one's shocked to see any of these people wearing a pair of spectacles anymore. This is a big boy. It's even got a handle on the top, so you can carry it like a flippin' briefcase. Look at that. Now this is not real wood. That feels like it might be metal. I mean, it's sturdy and it's nice and shiny. It's well made. Very, very heavy. Very slick. Listen to that. Hear that nice action. Zips right back into place in the middle. These buttons. I mean, this is arcade quality. This feels just as good as any real arcade cabinet. I'm not talking about the arcade 1-up stuff. I mean, those are fun. I've got several of them. But you can tell when you use the joystick, when you press the buttons, they're not quite on the level of an actual arcade machine that you would play in the arcade. This feels legit. Trackball. Yeah. This guy right here, look at that. Woo! Turbo mode. This thing's nice. Oh, damn, that's so cool. It's got buttons on the side, you know? Man, that's going to be awesome. Hooking this up to play pinball. That'll be so much fun. That'll be so cool. Yeah, this thing's this is a legit joy stick. And if I ever want to take it on the go, again, it's got this nice handle. I think Carrot was saying that he can't say the worst nickname someone's called him. Can't say it on YouTube. I'm probably with you there, to be honest. I mean, been called some horrible things. Carrot thinks the worst thing I've been called is Nick Villars. No, I've been called worse things than that. Or he's been called Nick Villars. That would be the worst thing. I think I see what he's doing there. He's trying to be funny. He's being a wise guy, is what's going on. Carrot says, I watched the Shimmergate thing and left a bunch of comments. I was going to write you back, but I saw that you commented and I did not have... It was at a bad time where I couldn't stop and respond, so I will respond to your comments still. But I was going to give an update on that dealership. Do you have any guesses? Have any guesses to what my update is? What do you think? What do you think the cow is up to now? How is the cow eating the cabbage today? Any guesses? You are correct, Carrot. That dealership has since been shuttered. Doors closed. Cow is dead. Cow is no longer eating any cabbage. The cabbage is all gone. And so is the cow. And let that be a lesson to you, boys and girls. If you think that you're going to get away with these dirty little schemes and scams, you might profit. You might profit initially. That's, of course, why they do it. They get people through the door with bullshit, and then they try to pull the old switcheroo. Like, oh, yeah, we'll figure that out later, but since you're here, do you see anything you like, you know? And then they try and gloss over the fact they used underhanded tactics to get people through the front door. And the worst part of that entire saga was, I think, when I went and spoke with the gentleman in the final video, in the conclusion, and he's making excuses. That's all I heard. Is, well, you know, hey, these guys, they just, they handle their prizes, they run these promotions, we just let them come in and basically use our dealership, and then they get a percentage of the sales, you know. Well, maybe you shouldn't have signed off on letting these guys come in through the door in the first place. Maybe that was a bad decision. Maybe you should take responsibility for that. You know what I mean? If you're going to allow people to come into your dealership and run promotions, deal with your customers, your, you know, your people that you're counting on to keep your business afloat, if you're going to let them come into the local community, you better make damn sure that they're going to treat the people with respect and do things the right way. Because the locals get burned, and guess what they do? They tell all their friends. Word gets around. Don't go to those guys. They run bullshit promos. They lie to get people through the front door. And then they refuse to take responsibility because they say, oh, well, it wasn't us. It was a different ad company, a different group of salesmen who kind of travel around like carnies and just use people's dealerships for their own selfish gain. Well, you know, as Carrot said, that's the way the worms eat the dead cow, isn't it? That's what happens. You run your business that way. You use dishonest gimmicks to get people through the front door, and then try to use the old rope-a-dope. Treat them like idiots. Treat people like assholes. Your business can't last very long doing that. And that's proof of it right there. So, Carrot says that Jay Leno shopping cart dude would never scam people. Probably. Probably not. I don't think he would. Jorfa said, I prefer to treat people with respect. Well, that's what you should do. Especially customers. Especially customers. I cannot imagine using underhanded tactics to try to make initial contact with people that I'm trying to sell shit to. You know what I mean? Imagine if I did something similar. What if I title a live stream, giving away 100 free PS5s tonight, live on stream. And then I got all these people to join. And I was like, well, actually, what I meant by PS5s was I've got these special numbered JPEGs, and the first 100 people to join the chat will be emailed one of my very special PS5 JPEGs. It's a picture of my personal PS5, and I've numbered them and signed each one digitally, and lucky you if you're here. That means that you're standing in line, and as long as you're one of the first 100 people who ask for one, give me your email address and I'll send you a PS5, a digital PS5, a picture of my personal PlayStation 5 system, digitally signed by Super Divorce. Now, isn't that amazing? Don't you feel so lucky? I wouldn't expect anyone to ever return to my channel if I did that. I might get an explosion of people showing up to the stream. Oh man, cool, free PS5s? You're so nice, you're so generous. And they find out what I actually meant, and it's like, fuck you, you fucked with us. I wouldn't do that. So, there we go. So here's the combo. Here's the combo meal. There's the USB fight stick, the VCS system itself. Jorfus wants to know what I'm drinking. I'm drinking a cup of coffee. You do not want to fuck with people. Don't fuck with people, especially don't fuck with your customers. Never do that. Unless you want to go out of business. If you're looking for a way out, if you have a business you don't want, start fucking with people. They'll put you out of business so fast it'll make your head spin. So there you go. There's the unboxing. I think if I can get it set up here, maybe I will come back and I will stream a little bit. But maybe we can take a look at the the dashboard of the VCS, see what kind of games they have to offer, see if I'm able to redeem my very special 1-year subscription to the Atari VCS catalog. If Carrot has not redeemed it already, if I can beat him to the punch, then maybe I can still use that. I guess we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to go and get this thing set up. And if possible, I'll jump back on and we can take a look at it and see what it looks like functioning. Powered on, powered up, ready to go. Full force. So if you don't get an alert, which I have a feeling you won't, if you got an alert for this stream, count your lucky stars, because I feel like if I come back and say 40 minutes, an hour from now, I have a feeling YouTube is going to be like, we already sent out notifications one time tonight. We're not doing that again, Super Divorce. We sent your subs one notification earlier. We are not doing that 2 times in the same evening. So if you don't hear from YouTube, if your notifications don't start going off, maybe just swing back by, you know, if you feel like it. If not, no big deal. But if you would like to, if you'd like to see this thing in action, then please report back here in about, I don't know, like I said, give it about 40 minutes or so, and we'll see what we can do. All right? So, everyone, I hope to see you very soon. Bong the gong. That's right, Carrot. If you haven't done so, make sure your gong is bonged. You ding the notification bell to maybe get notified later. Don't count on it, though. Check back soon, okay? And I hope I'll see you then.